So at the moment, Erling Haaland is gonna start the real conversations with many clubs interested in him. Hello guys and welcome back on the channel from Fabrizio Romano, as always, to talk about transfers, football and updates here together. And today guys, I want to talk and answer your questions because many of you from different countries, different fans asking me about Erling Haaland and his last interview to Viaplay Football with Jan Age Fjotfjord has been a big interview, and so let's go behind the scenes of this interview. Why Erling Haaland said what he said in the interview. Let's go into it together. The interview was a huge one, guys, we have to say, a big one from Erling Haaland. We can see that the player was not so happy with the situation. Why? Because he scored goals, as always. This boy is incredible, always scoring in Bundesliga and Champions League. Wherever he plays, he's scoring goals. But what he said is very clear. When they asked him, and Jan Age Fjotfjord asked him about his future, he said, I didn't speak before because I wanted to respect the club and I'm not saying anything in public, but they want me to make a decision on my future right now. They are putting pressure on me to make a decision right now and not in the summer. What's the point, guys? What are the two positions of two sides, Erling Haaland and Borussia Dortmund? From Borussia Dortmund side, as Erling said in public, Borussia want him to decide as soon as possible. Watzke, the director of Borussia Dortmund, said in public, we want Erling Haaland to decide because we can't wait for May or summer to have his final decision. The decision is not just where you want to go, but also if you want to stay at Borussia for one more season or leave the club immediately in 2022. We know that there is a release clause for 80 million euros plus commission and different things to his agent, to his Haaland team. But at the same point, Borussia Dortmund, as they say many times in public, they still hope to keep Haaland for one more season. They will try to keep Haaland for one more season. But they say, if you don't want to stay, tell us I'm gonna leave, because we can plan for the future. This is what Borussia want. For example, Borussia Dortmund are working to sign Karim Adeyemi from Salzburg. It's not yet a done deal, but they are in very well advanced negotiations with the player, and with Salzburg not agreed yet, but in talks. And this is why they want to plan for the future in case Haaland will decide to leave. What Haaland said is different, is we are not in summer window. This is the position of the player. I want to make my decision later, not in January, not in February. You remember, I told you here many times, Haaland wants to decide in April, in May, to understand what is the best project at that point. In football, 6 months are a lot of time. So it's not just something normal. For this boy, the next step is very important. So deciding about the next club means Real Madrid. Why? Who's going to be the project? What is going to be the project and the manager? Maybe let's see what happens. The manager of Barcelona, Xavi, and what they want to do on the market. What's going to happen with Manchester City and Pep Guardiola? What's going to happen with Paris Saint-Germain? What happens with Mbappé? So there are many clubs in the race for Haaland, and he wants to take his time. But in particular, what he said in public is, I want to play football. Now it's time for me to play football. Why? Because he had an injury. He's now back. He's back scoring goals. But he wants to play football. He wants to focus on the pitch. He doesn't want to focus on transfer market in January, in February, in March. He wants to focus on football, and then, when summer is approaching, to decide about his next club. The best project, the best contract, the best manager, many things, many factors to decide his future. But Borussia Dortmund are putting pressure to decide now, so they can know if he wants to leave or if he wants to stay and continue his opportunities as Borussia Dortmund player. So, at the moment, Erling Haaland is gonna start the real conversations with many clubs interested in him. I mentioned Barcelona. They had a meeting with his agent Mino Raiola and Joan Laporta, as I said, in Torino more than 1 month ago. But also Real Madrid are strongly interested in Erling Haaland. Real Madrid are in the race for Erling Haaland. So let's see what happens also with Real Madrid. But they are also working behind the scenes to sign Kylian Mbappé as free agent. So Real Madrid are really serious on both players, but they are not 100% sure yet that they will be able to sign both players in summer 2022. So work in progress. Manchester City, they will look for a top striker, and Erling Haaland, of course, is top of the list for Manchester City, because also Harry Kane's situation won't be easy in the summer. So many clubs in the race, and let's see what happens with PSG, if they will decide to jump into it. So many and many clubs involved, but now will be time to start the real conversation and to communicate with Borussia Dortmund the decision of Erling Haaland in the coming weeks, because at the moment he wants to focus on football. But from Dortmund, they are putting pressure. This is what Erling said, and the situation is getting not so easy, because for Erling Haaland, the main focus now is on football, and the market is coming in April, in May, not right now. But from Borussia, they want an answer. So soon will be time to get the things started. This is what Erling said. Also, if he doesn't want to decide right now, this is what happens sometimes in football with strategies. And so guys, let me know your thoughts on this Erling Haaland story. What do you think about this Borussia Dortmund position and the player position? And where do you see him for the future? What is the best club for Erling Haaland? I wait for your comments here. And guys, as always, we will speak soon to update on Erling Haaland, on many other transfer stories here on the channel. So remember to subscribe here, to turn on the notification bell, to like this video and be part of the family. I wait for you, as always. Here we go. Ciao!